Welcome to the Coral Reef, a presentation by Honors Biology B, presented by me. Geographic distribution of the coral reef. The coral reef is mainly thrived in waters that are shallow, warm, tropical, and around the equator. These reef-building corals are very colorful. Each piece of coral is very unique. These tropical waters are found nowhere else on Earth. Visiting these places, the water is perfectly sapphire and temperate. The coral reef only covers 1% of the ocean floor in 100 countries and provides life to most sea creatures. 90% of the world's coral reefs are in the Indo-Pacific Ocean, like the Great Barrier Reef in Australia and the Coral Triangle in Indonesia and the Philippines. Key characteristics of the coral reef. Coral reefs aren't rocks or plants. They are animal-built structures. They are built by tiny animals called polyps that secrete calcium carbonate to create a hard skeleton. Corals live with microscopic algae called zooxanthellae. The algae provide food via photosynthesis, and in exchange, the coral provides a safe home. Coral reefs are considered the rainforests of the sea. Although they cover less than 1% of the ocean floor, they support about 25% of all marine life, including fish, mollusks, and sea turtles. Coral grow at a very slow rate, often only a few centimeters per year, meaning the biome takes thousands of years to form and is slow to recover from damage. They are highly specialized and require specific conditions: warm water, usually 68 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, high salinity, and very low nutrient levels to prevent smothering by seaweed. Characteristics that would be valuable to humans planning on inhabiting the biome. Coral reefs hold 25% of all marine life. It also holds 4,000 plus species of fish. The reef absorbs 97% of the impact of waves, which makes it harder for natural disasters. The coral improves the water quality so you can see through the water, and if you were to go to a reef, you would see very many species of wildlife. Here's the image of some of the coral here. Biotic features. Coral reef biomes are some of the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth. They harbor over 1 million aquatic species, including 800 to 840 species of reefs, building corals, and 4,000 to 7,000 fish species. Despite covering less than 0.1% of the ocean floor, they support roughly 25% of all marine life. Dominant animals. Coral polyps. These colonial invertebrates are the builders of the reef. They build calcium carbonate structures that provide the habitat for all other species. Parrotfish. These fish are crucial to the reef ecosystem, grazing on algae-covered coral, which prevents algae from overwhelming the reef and keeps coral healthy. Sharks. Various shark species, such as reef sharks, patrol the ecosystem, controlling the population of other reef residents and maintaining ecological balance. Dominant plants. Zooxanthellae. These are microscopic single-celled algae that live within the tissues of coral polyps. They provide corals with up to 60% of their nutrition via photosynthesis, essential for the construction of the calcium carbonate reef structure. Turf algae. Often forming thick carpet-like layers on the reef surface, this algae thrives in the high-light environment, providing food for herbivores and creating habitats. Seagrasses. These are true flowering plants that grow in the sandy, shallow seafloor around reefs. They form large underwater meadows that trap sediment and provide critical habitats and nurseries for small fish and invertebrates. Adaptations. 3 adaptations include symbiotic relationships, specialized body shapes like fish and coral, and chemical defenses. Abiotic features. Coral reefs thrive in tropical climates, typically requiring warm, clear, and shallow waters between 73 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit to grow, but some tolerate up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Coral reefs influence regional precipitation by producing dimethyl sulfide, a volatile substance that oxidizes in the atmosphere to create cloud condensation nuclei, fostering cloud formation and rainfall. Coral reefs typically have 2 seasons: dry winter, May through October, and wet summer, November through April.